Welcome to LexAI, your go-to channel for everything AI. Here we test the latest AI tools, models, and platforms to see what actually works, from AI video generator and image tools to productivity app, automation, and powerful new AI workflow. I break everything down with real demos and step-by-step tutorials. So if you want to stay ahead of the AI wave and discovering the tools that can make your work easier, faster, and more creative, you are in the right place. Subscribe to LexAI and let's explore the future of AI together.
What if I told you that you can now access Seedance 2.5 starting from just $0.036 per second, and instead of using another standalone AI video generator, you can access it directly through Roninhub, an all-in-one AI creative platform. Today, I'm going to put it to the test. I'm going to take a simple idea, turn it into a complete cinematic AI video using Seedance 2.5 on Roninhub, and show you the entire process from start to finish. And the interesting part is that Roninhub is currently running a $100 million subsidy campaign, which brings the cost of Seedance 2.5 down to member pricing starting at $0.036 per second. So let's see what we can actually create with it. Hey everyone, welcome back to LexAI. If you're interested in AI tools for video creation, content production, automation, and creative workflows, make sure you're subscribed. For today's video, we're taking a look at Roninhub AI. Roninhub describes itself as an all-in-one AI native creative studio for creators and businesses. Instead of having to jump between a bunch of different platforms, Roninhub brings together thousands of AI model versions, AI agents, infinite canvas, also called RATV, and API capabilities in one platform. But I'm not going to spend this video just showing you menus. We're actually going to create something. So let's jump into Roninhub. This is the Roninhub interface, and the first thing I want to point out is that this isn't just an AI video generator. Roninhub is designed as a broader creative platform. You can access different AI models and workflows from the same environment, including video, image, creative content, AI agents, and more. The platform currently lists more than 8,000 AI model versions, so you can have different models and creative workflows available from one place. But for this video, we're focusing on one specific model, Seedance 2.5. For this test, I'm going to create a short cinematic product style video. The idea is simple. I have a product image and I want to turn it into something that looks like a professionally produced commercial. Instead of manually creating every shot, I'm going to use Seedance 2.5 to transform the reference into a moving cinematic sequence. I'm going to start with my reference image. This is the image I'm giving the model. Now I'm going to describe exactly what I want. For example, create a cinematic product commercial featuring the product as the main subject. Start with a slow camera movement, reveal the product with dramatic lighting, realistic reflections, shallow depth of field, premium commercial cinematography, smooth camera motion, and a clean luxury environment. The important thing with AI video is that you don't just want to say, make this image move. You want to describe the shot. What's happening? Where is the camera? What is the lighting? How should the subject move? What should the viewer focus on? And what kind of visual style are you trying to achieve? Now I'm going to select Seedance 2.5. This is the model we're using for the generation. And this is where Roninhub's current pricing becomes interesting. Roninhub's $100 million subsidy campaign allows members to access Seedance 2.5 starting from $0.036 per second. So if you're experimenting with AI video and generation costs have been one of the reasons you've avoided some of these models, this is definitely something worth checking out. Now let's generate our first shot, and while that's processing, let's talk about what makes this workflow interesting. One of the biggest problems with AI creation right now is fragmentation. You might use one website for images, another one for video, another one for AI agents, another one for automation, and then you're constantly moving assets and prompts between different platforms. Roninhub is trying to solve that by putting these capabilities into one creative environment. You can access thousands of AI model versions, use AI agents, create content, and work with infinite canvas and API capabilities from the same ecosystem. For creators, that means you can experiment with different models without having to completely rebuild your workflow every time. And for businesses, the platform is also positioned around real production scenarios, including marketing assets, e-commerce visuals, short videos, comics, and other creative applications. But let's see our actual results. Okay, this is actually pretty impressive. Look at the camera movement here, and because we started with a reference image, the product remains the central focus of the shot. This is the type of results where you can start building an actual sequence instead of just generating random AI clips. But I don't want to stop with one generation. Let's make this into an actual video. For the second shot, I'm going to change the camera angle. This time I want a much more dynamic shot. I'm going to use a prompt like create a cinematic close-up of the product from a low camera angle. Slowly move the camera around the product while maintaining realistic proportions, detailed materials, dramatic lighting, natural reflections, and premium commercial cinematography. And let's generate it. Now we have our second shot. So now we have shot 1 and shot 2. Already these feel like they belong to the same commercial, and that's the direction I want to take this. Now I'm going to create one more shot. This time I want a wider scene. The product starts further away and the camera moves toward it. I'm going to keep the same overall visual style. The prompt is wide cinematic product shot. Begin with the product in a premium environment, slowly push the camera toward the product, cinematic depth of field, realistic lighting, subtle reflections, high-end commercial aesthetic, smooth natural motion, generate, and now we have 3 shots. This is where AI video becomes much more interesting to me. Instead of thinking about one AI generation, we're starting to think like a filmmaker. Wide shot, close up, product reveal, different camera movements, different visual beats. And then we can assemble those pieces into an actual piece of content. Now let's look at another part of Roninhub that I think creators should know about. This is RHTV, Roninhub's infinite canvas. Instead of thinking of your AI workflow as a single generation box, you can work with different elements and creative steps in a larger canvas-based environment, so I can organize my workflow around the projects, my reference, my prompts, my generated shots, my creative direction, and the final output. For someone creating more complicated AI projects, this kind of workspace can become much more useful than constantly jumping between isolated tools. Roninhub also has AI agents. And this is another area where the platform goes beyond simply generating an image or video. AI agents can be used to run workflows in the cloud, generate using simple prompts, and automate creative production at scale. So imagine you're not creating one video, you're running a campaign. You might need a product video, a social media version, a UGC style version, multiple creative concepts, different aspect ratios, or different variations. That's where automation and agents can become much more interesting. Let's put everything together. We have our opening shot, then the product reveal, then our close up, and finally the final product shot. I'm going to arrange them in this order. And now let's play the complete sequence. Okay, this is the final result. And remember, we started with one simple product image. We didn't have a professional camera, we didn't build a physical set, and we didn't manually animate every frame. We used Roninhub and Seedance 2.5 to create the individual shots and then assemble them into a complete sequence. Now let's talk about one of the biggest reasons I wanted to test this. The price. Roninhub's current campaign is backed by a $100 million subsidy, and Seedance 2.5 member pricing starts from $0.036 per second. So you're getting access to Seedance 2.5 through Roninhub at a much more accessible starting price. And the platform isn't only about Seedance 2.5, you can also access thousands of other AI model versions, AI agents, or HEV, and other creative workflows from the same ecosystem. So if you're already experimenting with multiple AI tools, having all of these options available in one place can make your workflow much easier to manage. So who would I recommend Roninhub to? If you're an AI video creator, this is obviously worth exploring. If you're creating e-commerce content, product visuals, social media videos, or short-form content, there are workflows designed around those use cases. If you're an agency or marketing team, having access to multiple AI models and cloud-based workflows can also be useful. And if you're someone who simply wants to experiment with the latest AI models without setting up complicated local environments, Roninhub is designed around that type of experience. The platform positions itself as an all-in-one creative studio for both creators and businesses, with use cases spanning video, images, comics, product visuals, marketing assets, and AI applications. Now, obviously, AI video isn't perfect. You still need to review your generations, Sometimes the motion isn't exactly what you imagined. Sometimes you need multiple generations to get the shot you want. And when you're creating something for a real client or brand, you should always check the final output carefully. But what I like about this workflow is that you're not limited to one generation. You can experiment, change the prompt, try another camera movement, generate another version, combine multiple shots, and keep improving the final result. That's how I would actually use a platform like Roninhub. Not expecting AI to magically create the perfect commercial with one click, but using it as a creative production environment where I can iterate quickly. So here's the final video one more time. We started with a single image. Then we created multiple Seedance 2.5 shots. We combined them into a sequence and we did the entire workflow through Roninhub. And the biggest thing to remember is that Seedance 2.5 is currently available through Roninhub with member pricing starting at $0.036 per second as part of their $100 million subsidy campaign. If you want to try Roninhub and experiment with Seedance 2.5 yourself, I'll leave my Roninhub link in the description. And make sure you check out the current member pricing and the $100 million subsidy campaign because that's the main offer we're covering in today's video. You can also explore the other AI models, agents, and creative workflows available on the platform. If you found this video useful, make sure to like the video, subscribe to Lex AI, and let me know in the comments. What would you create with Seedance 2.5? A cinematic short film? A product commercial? Or a full AI-generated social media campaign? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.